Like this guy right here.
Bruv?
Hello and welcome, travelers of the internet, to Bright Elm Recording. This is your host, Master Barkle, playing Pillars of Eternity. We left off having been defeated by an Adra dragon and speaking quite heavily to the grieving mother. And apologies. In between that session and this, I decided I want to do a lot of leveling up and strengthening myself. So last you saw I was of 9th level. Now we're of 12th level. Quite a bit stronger. And it was here in the Eastern Wood when we were doing bounties for the Warden's Lodge. They're pretty inconsequential quests. Don't worry, you didn't really miss anything other than me killing a few things. It was here in the Eastern Wood, in this graveyard we are at, that everyone decided to comment on how many open graves there were to receive corpses. I don't really see them, but they're commenting on it. And I'm sure one has Adair's name on it. And Adair is a valued and loved member of our party. We gotta bring some justice for Gilded Vale and take down Lord Radric, the lord of a barren land. Radric's Hold. It looks like quite a fortified structure.
An impressive keep, but I doubt we'll be welcome inside.
Probably. The guard fixes a glower on you.
You have no business here. Lord Radric isn't permitting any visitors, merchants, or traveling entertainers. Best turn right around. I'm here to see Radric. Step aside. Are you hard of hearing? He draws his sword. You've got one more chance to turn around. The guards inside won't be half so gentle. You have no business here.
Okay. Let's get a look around. He's got a moat. I'm sure he's got weaknesses. Aha. A climbable wall, you say? The castle's bell tower rises up over the walls before you. Thick vines have grown over the outer wall, weaving over and between the stones. The vines span nearly the full height of the wall, curling over the parapets. The overgrown vines look fairly sturdy, though it is unclear whether they would bear a person's weight. Far above, you notice that a section of the parapets has fallen away, presenting a gap in the defenses.
Let's jump.
You get a running start on the bank of the moat and leap, aiming for some of the thicker vines. Your handhold sways and there is an ominous cracking sound above, but the vines hold. The tower looms above you.
That was to climb.
You make your way steadily up the face of the wall. After a long and wearying climb, the top of the wall finally comes within reach, and you are able to pull yourself up and over. Armor there? Aha. Guards. More guards. We're storming the castle. Can we take this castle too? Can we take Gilded Vale? Because that could mean more taxes.
Brave Dalfilat.
I'm guessing this place was supposed to be for lower leveled quests, because these fights are quite easy. But that was probably a big dungeon area. Let's avoid that for now. I was hoping it would just be like a little storeroom or something. Which maybe this is a storeroom. It's not uncommon to have a storeroom or armory high up on
I
your
can do that.
parapets.
Settled.
Because your troops need armor. They need the weapons
A
and stuff
simple
like that.
task settled.
But this seems more like a study. Maybe like the office of like a captain or something. Let's go down these stairs. I think we're in the courtyard now.
Brave thou.
Oh, money. Man, why do they just leave money lying about in the courtyard? The air in the stable is heavy with bat dung. I think your stable's lacking horses. Maybe those doors are bigger than I'm imagining them be. Rainwater twitching with tiny larvae, clothes or sloshes in a bucket. I don't know where I read clothes. So this seems like the most direct approach. Maybe we could sneak up on those guards out here. Get him. Teach you. Make a threat at me. So this seems like the direct route. Everybody else think he's just perched on his throne.
Brave.
The joints are fringed with rust. The emblem on the breastplate is of a tree with broad heart-shaped leaves. Heart-shaped leaves.
Brave. I have.
So is the heart-shaped leaves like the symbol of Gilded Vale or something?
A simple test.
That was a tough lock.
Brave.
He's got a lot of guards. And I'm killing all of them too.
Something over there.
Oh, what is it? Secret wall? Another heart-shaped leaved armor set. Dusty old ledgers record the taxes paid on farmsteads in Gilded Vale as far back as 2632. What's today's date? 2823, I guess. Wow. That's a long time ago.
Now this I haven't seen before.
That's a fresh corpse. Blood still wet runs from the woman's slit throat, soaking into the sheets below. Wonder why she was killed.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Blackened pages curl in the fire. A leather cover embossed with a rising sun and 3 stars is barely visible through the flames. Aethasian symbols. So she was found out to be an Aethasian, and Radric was like, not having this hooker. I feel like that is going to be a throne room. So let's explore the rest of the keep. See if we can uncover, like, clues as to his madness. Make sure he, like, truly is mad. Why not pick that lock
A
for,
simple test.
just for the XP?
You better run!
Silver forks and knives are gnawed with tarnish. I like how confident we are, just swaggering around in his castle without sneaking. The roast goat smells only faintly of smoke and burnt fat. Hunks of meat have been carved from the cold carcass. Like, I don't think he would trap his place. Stairs up or stairs down? Man, he does have quite a small army here. Oh, this one crate, it'd be stealing, huh? Well, I don't care this time. Under the pillow is a wooden medallion carved with a rising sun and 3 stars. An Aethasian is hiding amongst you. To Dungeon Laboratory. Let's go to Dungeon Laboratory. That sounds fun.
Eyes open.
It's a box. This lab sucks. There's obviously a hidden secret door there, but there's no way to open it from my side. Brilliant. Let's just travel to the dungeons via the other door. That's next to the kitchens for some reason. Barrel?
Be cautious.
Okay.
Be constant.
Now the dungeon could be trapped. So I'm gonna be careful down here.
A simple test. That's settled.
Revenants? Ghouls?
What's going on here?
Why are there undead beneath Roderick's hold? The tank is warm to the touch. The glass vibrates with the bubbling fluid inside. Blood and flecks of dried flesh encrust the restraints. Not like what's going on here. Alrighty. A woman caught mid-step across the room turns her head to face you. Long curls of black hair frame her face, one side of which is flecked with some green liquid. The gaze she sets upon you holds an eerie intensity.
More interruptions.
The woman sets down the book she holds, smiling faintly.
What an interesting time we've been having of late. So many uninvited guests. I suppose I have you to thank for all the damage to my work. It took time to get those people back on their feet, you know?
Austria frowns.
What is it you're doing here? Were those yours? I prefer cats myself. Have one of those as well.
Austria studies you, mouth crooking upwards in a small smile.
You're one of Kosk's little rebels, I take it. Come to fulfill his ambitions, put an end to his departed allies. No matter. What concerns me is the curse upon Gilded Vale's people. I am on the cusp of a great discovery, and it is not Kosk who undermines me.
You might have chosen more powerful allies.
So you're an animancer who's toying with the lives of Gilded Vale's people. I bet you get a say in Lord Radrick's ear, and you're like, I need some more subjects. And he's like, I got you, babe. No problem. You know, and kills a few people, and you exhume their corpses, and
bring them back like this guy right
You
here.
what, bruv?
You're as monstrous as the creatures you make.
Very well. If it's battle you long for, I'm happy to indulge you. Perhaps Lord Radric will show me greater favor if I bring him your corpse as well.
Squishy wizard and even squishier animancer themselves. A black cat. My goodness. At first you think this poor creature is diseased, for its black fur seems to have fallen off its hide in patches. But when the cat turns to investigate a fly on the wall, you note that an entire section of its ribcage is open to the air. Some of its tail has rotted away, altogether to reveal a few jagged vertebrae. This doesn't seem to bother the cat much. It lets out a trilling purr and rubs against her shin. Oh dear. I'll pet the cat. You spend a few pleasant moments scratching the cat between the ears. Black fur comes away in clumps. Pick up the cat. Surprisingly light and unexpectedly pointy creature, and it purrs contentedly in your arms. We'll figure out what to do with it later.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Ah, there's the secret door to that laboratory. You went out of this cell. I probably should clear this place first. Blood is smeared on the wall in the vague shape of letters. Whatever it once said has been obscured by a crimson handprint. A few bloodied fingernails are embedded in the dirt.
A simple
Crap.
test. I can do that.
Ooze. Man, Lord Radric just lets whatever into his dungeon.
Braved Alfilathili.
There's a trap, eh? Oh, good eye for spotting it.
Quick and quiet.
I'll go disarm it.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Choking, dying.
Something over there.
More traps. We're experienced dungeon delvers at this point. What have we over here? An urn filled with money? Yes. Oh, it required the proper key,
Now this I haven't seen before.
Gouge marks and scratches lined the edge of the lid. Hold a second, this looks more like a burial room. Why would they have this in the same as the dungeon? The bite marks on these bones appear to be the proper size for the folk and elven teeth.
That's settled.
So the ghouls are just running around here wild. Just eating
This
the
I
corpses
haven't
of Lord Radric's kin, I guess. What have we in here? Box.
I feel like that's the way out, which I don't want. I don't want to be out of here just yet.
And what does the flame reveal?
That's a ladder heading up.
That's settled.
Healing.
If thou feel
I'll go on ahead.
My goodness. That's a lot of traps. Oozes.
And what does the flame reveal? And the fire shows me something new.
Yeah, I knew he'd trap his dungeon. Bet he calls it a fungeon too. Oh, oh. Easy there. Easy. And kaboom, not a single trap triggered so far. Okay, nothing over there. Alright, that's enough sneaking. Now let's get that guy out of that prison cell. Because it's cleared now. Don't want to risk him running out and just immediately dying. Lower ramparts. Giaco. This young man's face is badly bruised and his gaunt form is covered in a threadbare shirt. He watches you, shivering with a measure of hope in his eyes. Excuse me. I don't know who you are, but will you help me? Adair looks pained. Our noble lord at work. He gazes nervously past you at the open cell door. I don't think I can fight on my own way out.
You're free. Make a run for it. Thank you, stranger. I have to get back to the fork,
But first find some food and rest, I think. If you would dare the upper floors, please tell Nedmar I live yet.
Tell him I still have the carving he gave me of the pale knight. That should convince him, and perhaps he can help you somehow.
The Pale Knight. I believe that's one of the aspects that Barreth likes to take.
Good luck, and may the gods keep you safe.
I can't really decide what voice that guy wanted. Head to the lower ramparts. Wow. Oh, is that the captain? Well, he got dealt with. He's a big man, I'll tell you that. Canisters are filled with wet, clumped gunpowder. Oh, that ain't great. Man, Lord Roderick just doesn't oversee anything here, I guess. Or maybe he's surrounded by idiots. The bottom staves of the barrels are dark but dry. Whatever these barrels held leaked out long ago. Man, lord of a barren land and a barren castle, it would seem. Goodness. Clean up the place. It's got dungeon filled with undead and oozes, and just one prisoner sitting there quivering because of all the guards are, you know, what they are. He's got way too many men and mercenaries because he's scared of being overthrown, so his coffers are probably empty. And he can't even bother to clean the place because he's so busy with, I don't know, trying to fix the Hollowborn legacy by killing everyone?
And what does the flame reveal?
Armorax. With some high priests and acolytes of Barreth here. Oh, they don't like me all of a sudden. I didn't want to fight them, but, you know, they don't like me so much. So, we're fighting them, I guess. Maybe there's corruption amongst the Barrethite clergy going on here.
Test, that's settled.
Because there seems to be a lot of death going on around here. And like that's what Barreth is like, you know, the god of death and all of that whatnot, but you know, like a cycle of life and death, you know. And maybe they're also overstepping like the Aethasians did, like the Skay Knights did, like the I'm sure somebody else did it. But everyone is overstepping all the time. Which I guess says a lot about religion in general. So essentially the Barathites are just taking it into their own hands to off the population of Gilded Vale, I guess. I think they feel like there's too much life and not enough death. The point is, maybe I'm doing a good thing. Maybe I'm doing a bad thing, but I'm not being deceptive about it, that's for sure. Good deal of food just lying about everywhere. A bloodstone. Sweet. Sweet musky incense is stored in boxes under the altar.
See now what the flame has shown us?
A secret door? I don't know why you need a secret door into that room there. Seems to be another stairwell there.
A simple test.
I guess because the lock on it may be a bit difficult. This frail old priest is hunched over a table, surrounded by scattered scrolls and parchment, examining their contents with the aid of a thick monocle. He glances up as you approach, blinking rheumy eyes.
More visitors, then? You're now one of the acolytes, or the guards for that matter.
His voice is a dry, quiet rasp, like me. Which makes you
an intruder at the least. Kulsk put you up to this, I suppose. Yes, that would be him. Sending young men to dash themselves against the keep's defenses. Would that my sermons could draw such fervor. Still, you are here. What is it you want?
Well, while we're here, I guess we can, you know, give this carving Jocko safe. Nidmar's eyes widen. With sudden vigor, he rushes forward to grasp your arm.
Oh, thank the gods. Thank you. I did not think anyone could. That is, I feared. I did not want to meet the Pale Knight so soon.
Nidmar pulls away, collecting himself.
Here, perhaps this will serve as a reward.
Pulls a large iron key from the pocket of his robe and hands it to you.
This will open a door in the scriptorium, and from there you can reach the chapel and Lord Radric without encountering quite so many guards.
Oh, so Lord Radric's in the chapel, not the throne room.
Take this too. I have little wealth to offer. Better to give something of use.
Scrolls of protection. Okay, that's nice.
I would entreat you, before you go, despite his shortcomings, Lord Roderick follows the gods with obedience, and he has Gilded Vale's best interests in mind. It may be that, with time, he can achieve what he desires. Please consider this before you turn to violence.
I thought you'd favor Kolsk.
I favor him as he is, a man of vision, but Kolsk has a hunger in him for rule, even if to good purpose he is not led by his faith. Still, he is my friend, and I am willing to assist Kolsk in restoring divine favor to the lands of Gilded Vale. Should Lord Radric fall, that is.
Okay. Well, thank you for not attacking me. I'm gonna steal all these books around you, of course. Ho ho. Is this like your bedroom? Where's the boys?
I've come to take you. Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Brave thou feel.
The rest of the Barathites want to attack me. No idea why. That looked somewhat important. Hang on a second. I got your gift. I can't believe someone actually wrote down that kind of thing on parchment. I left something for you in the chapel. Careful not to go digging in the wrong skull again. Oh yeah, I already got it. At least I'm pretty sure I did. So that'll take the chapel. That goes to the crypts. Siege platform. We've been to the upper ramparts. Oh yeah, that's the little captain's office thing we were in earlier. Let's go to the siege platform. Well, why would he trap the siege platform? That's nonsense. If he did, dadgummit. But I don't think he would do that up here. Not with his guards being drunken oafs that they are. Oh, there's nothing up here. Well, I mean,
And the fire shows me something new.
I guess there's loot. Okay. That it? Wow. I think we're just clearing this castle out. Oh, hey. We're in the throne room. Okay. Well, I guess since we're here,
Ready when you are.
I shall stride forth. Let him approach. Flanked by a host of guards, all of whom regard you with mute hostility, Lord Radric VII observes you from his throne, clad in ornate plate. His eyes have a hollow quality, and there is a pallor to the man's gaunt face that leaves his features showing stark against his dark and unkempt hair. There is a dagger discarded upon one stone arm of the throne. A thin crimson rivulet worms its way down from the blade and past Radric's fingers, even as he leans forward to regard you with a piercing gaze. Thought he'd be better looking, even with all the inbreeding. Though his face is calm, you notice Adair's hand straying towards his weapon, as though with a mind of its own. It seems I have you to thank for the chaos spreading through my keep. I half expected some invading army. With how many troops you got, man, you probably needed an army, but
Oh, you don't know of the mighty tall stag.
It is unlike Kolsch to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter. And you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
His fingers close loosely around the pommel of the dagger, as if to ascertain if it is still there, and then flinch away.
Perhaps you ought to have considered such tactics sooner. You've made short work of my guards. They were good and loyal servants, loyal to my coin, if not to me. They deserved a better fate than you gave them.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
I saw a body upon a bed in there. I mean...
Roderick's face darkens with sudden fury.
You do not know what you speak of. The blasphemies that fell from her lips. The dead thing that she brought into the world as a result. Gilded Vale's laws hold true for all within my lands. None can be exempt. Ygritte received a just sentence. Whatever her title or her worth to me, whatever the cost I bear, you speak in ignorance. So that was your wife you had killed. Killed her because she gave birth to a Hollowborn. Wow, that is some dumb thinking right there. And I'm pretty dumb. Just as you have stumbled in ignorance upon my foolish cousin's plots, without understanding what is at stake. Coles didn't really send me. He wanted me to come here and stop you, but like, I don't side with Kolsk either. I in fact want your lands and people. Did he not? Or do you throw his name at my feet to spare yourself? Bradrick sneers. He is counting on you all the same. A distraction at the least, and an able killer at best, so long as he can use your presence to his advantage. He relishes such opportunities, striking where he can from the shadows. Kolsk lacks the strength to see the matters done, so he relies upon stronger allies.
You are a pawn in Kolsch's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed.
Voice acting's real inconsistent here.
You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
Bruh, you are mad.
So be it. May the twinned god take pity upon your splintered soul, and scatter it to the winds.
Very well. Rollen, strike this man down.
Oh goodness, it's surrounded me.
Wow, he's got a great sword named Justice. How funny.
Not a problem.
Oh, secret treasure. What about
Let's see what lies this way.
that dagger?
Well, that's the keep cleared. Only one survivor, and that was the priest that is too frail to really fight. Uh-oh. It's Kolsch.
We heard that you had moved against the keep, and yet we have arrived too late. But a moment earlier, and I would have heard his dying breath. No matter. It is done. The tyrant is dead, and our village is free to move into a greater future. Gilded Vale owes you a great debt. I owe you a great debt. You have accomplished what I could not. Take what rewards you care to from Radrick's vaults. You have earned them twice over. Cole looks over the throne room, smiling. There is much to do.
Yeah, you gotta really clean up this place. There's blood and gore slicked everywhere. A few heads rolled down some gutters. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of cleaning.
Oh, bloody hell.
We must send word to the Earl, of course. Revoke the cruel laws Adric has instated. But do not think we will forget your assistance. You have brought about great change. Take pride. Everyone will remember this moment. Come. Clear these bodies from the hall.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, forgot to loot something. Little armory here. Ah, now you can only hear the birds sing. There was that sewer entrance. I think it's time we return to Cadnua. Hopefully Gilded Vale recovers. Sad that we can't just, like, absorb them. Because I feel like I could look over those lands. If Radrick rules from all the way over there, and, you know, Gilded Vale's way out here, surely, like, I could do it too.
This place, as beautiful as it can be with the absence of children.
I think that was something actually worth saying. Where are they?
There they are, Gada. I'm Gada. I'm a researcher in the field of animancy. I could use some assistance, if you're willing to hear me out.
Very well, let's hear it.
I'm looking into the Beowick problem. That is, forces that can unhouse souls from their vessels. I'm trying to develop some kind of defense to protect people against these forces. The trouble is, investigating what unhouses souls in the first place requires, well, souls, and I haven't been able to arrange any test subjects. I need your help. We've lost so many people to these Beowicks already. Imagine if we could prevent such things from ever happening again. Like, it is important to, like, further this research. Because Beowicks are just winds, aren't they? Like, it could be summoned by the devices we're shutting down of Theos. But it could be... I don't know. Could you use something other than Kith for these tests? I'd be willing to try using alternate subjects if you have a suggestion. Well, there are vessels in Esternwood, Heritage Hill. Yes, but working with vessels can be dangerous. 2,000? Alrighty, hire some muscle. Because we want a dare for what we're about to do. It certainly will. Thank you. I'll put the money to good use. With a good team, I'm sure we can gather a few subjects. A cure can't be far away.
Of course, they leave the stronghold, and hopefully they do all right. And with that, you've an exciting episode of Pillars of Eternity, one where we marched into the barren lands of Gilded Vale and Roderick's Hold and put down a tyrant and possibly put a better man in charge. Maybe, maybe not. But Roderick was one man who had made all of the wrong decisions, followed through with his zeal for Barrett, I suppose. Rulers who want to unleash war know very well that they must procure or invent a first victim. And that victim is the Hollowborn. This is Master Barkle from Brighthelm Recording, signing off.